Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Charles again. Show you my latest purchase. I bought this on eBay. It looks like it's a working vintage compass, and it was made in Sweden for the Swedish armed forces. And here's why I say it looks like it's working is if you take a look where north is on this compass, you can also see it's working here. And it's pointing at the same direction. This thing is made from brass and bakelite. It's nice because this little lever to hold this closed is complete and it works. Looks like this is the original strap for it. It's got the slot in there so that you can, I'm not sure where that one, maybe you hang it from your button or something like that, but regardless, more importantly, this thing has the original case for it, made out of leather. So look at the stitching on that. This thing is great looking. You can see there is some patina on there from, this is brass, so when you get all those tannins from the leather on there, then you get a buildup of that patina, which I'm most likely going to clean it up. Assuming that I keep this, if I decide for some reason I'm going to sell this, then I'm going to leave it how it is. I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to do that or not. So what's cool about this is you can turn this bezel on here, and it's very difficult. I need both hands to twist, and you can see that I'm just doing one hand and I can barely do it. And there's an interesting thing on here. There's this little button on here that when you close this case, it activates this button, which then locks the pointer on there, so it doesn't move around when this thing is closed. You see that? To kind of help protect it. And it does have some kind of stamps on here. It's very difficult to read. So it's AB Lyth or Lyth, I don't know. Anyway, made in Stockholm. See here, we've also got the stamp on here. So this was made in 1928. This is number 5415. I don't know, it seems like it's working fine. I thought at first when I received it that maybe it wasn't, but I didn't have my other compass nearby when I first opened this to make sure if it was actually working. I'm about 75% certain that I'm just going to keep this and use this. I don't keep stuff around in a little bunker or collectible thing. I always use the things that I buy. So just wanted to show you this thing. Seems like it's made very well. Obviously it's not going to be as useful in some ways, like some of the more modern ones where you can use this lens and then things like that, but I still like this thing, and I think it's going to end up doing well. So I'm going to start treating this with some leather care products, and once I decide I'm going to keep this now, I may have overpaid for this, but there's not very many of these. I did some searches in English, and there's not too much available on this specific one. I saw something from Worth Point, which I'm not a member of, and so they don't tell you what they sold the compass for. I did see one from AuctionNet, which is in Sweden. They're multiple auction houses which sell things on AuctionNet, and I found one of them, and it sold for like almost 30 euros, which I think is around $35, but it was missing the little button on here, and it did not have the case. I ended up bidding up to $88 for this, but since I like to use usable collectibles, and this one had the case, I just sucked it up and paid for it to win it. The same seller had a few different things for sale, like a Swedish copper mess kit from the late 1800s, and he had a monocular which looked like it was not used, but I think that thing ended up selling for $100 and some odd, and I was not gonna pay that much for those items, but I will be watching that seller to see what else he puts up there. He's got some good stuff. Seems like all of his stuff was from Sweden that he had listed, so hopefully he'll find some more things. I don't know if he's finding these things. I think he's from Minnesota, so he might have a large Swedish population there. I don't know if he got it from estate sales or from those antique places, but either way, he's finding some good stuff, and he's selling them at generally, starting out at decent prices. Depending on what he's got, that they do go for more, depending on the demand. This thing is somewhat heavy because of the Bakelite case. That stuff is pretty heavy, and then obviously with the brass as well. But it's cool. I like it. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you know more about this, or links to where I can find more information on this, that would be appreciated. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good day.